What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tradesman Essentials. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you all had a, happy holiday, happy new year. For me, I'm just glad it's over, really. It's been chaotic here, hence my inability to provide any content to my 3 loyal followers. But what I have for you today is my power tool everyday carry, my power tool EDC. And this, for me, is the cordless gear that gets me through every day. What's in these 3 bags. Now, mind you, there's going to be other tools that you don't see that I use often and, whatever. But these specific tools right here are, 99.9% of the tools, the power tools that see me through every job here at work. This video is kind of catering to you new techs out there, or aspiring, or people thinking about being involved in buildings and facilities management. I've been in this trade for going on 20 years. I started out cleaning apartments when I was 17 and just worked my way up. So I've, been buying tools for years. I mean, years and years and years. I buy them, sell them, buy them, sell them, keep some, get rid of some, whatever. But I've narrowed it down to what's inside these bags. And maybe you'll see something here that'll work for you at your job. Maybe you'll see something missing. Mind you, I have, a whole setup of other tools here. These are my everyday carry. I bring these to work every day. These are what get the job done for me. You may disagree, and you're allowed to disagree with this. I work at a scattered site. My complex has 96 units for project-based Section 8. I don't need a lot of crazy shit. I need what's in these 3 bags, and I'm going to go over them, so I'll just cut to the chase. First, and right now, actually, a lot of these are newer. A lot of these have just been purchased and have replaced some older tools that I had in my repertoire. So, first and foremost, and you'll also see that a lot of these are 12 volt. I think as a maintenance tech, and I've gone over this before, I think you'll be happy as a tech in any maintenance MRO setting. I think you'll be more than happy with today's 12 volt lines, guys. I really do. I'm not saying don't go buying 20 volt, 18 volt, 24, 20, whatever the hell's out there. Get that stuff too, because I do too, but what gets me through every day is 85% 12 volt gear. So what we have here is my new favorite tool, man. This thing is the rigid 12 volt JobMax tool. You'll see that's the number. This thing's been out for 6 or 7 years, and I just bought it, and I regret not jumping on it sooner, but it's a multi-tool. It comes with heads, and you can see here, it comes with a bunch of different heads that just snap into place, and it allows you to carry up to, how many tools are there? 7. It allows you to carry up to 7 tools with a low profile. And that's why I've chosen this as, it's got good battery life for a 12 volt tool. It's got good power for a 12 volt tool. And you see, just like that, we have an oscillating multi-tool. And this tool matches up with all the JobMax heads that are on the market right now. Just like that, you have an oscillating multi-tool. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to dismount it. It's hard for me to pop these heads off one-handed, so I cut out real quick. But just to show you again how easily these heads pop on, it's like boom. Now you got a reciprocating saw. And to release it, you just pinch in these two clips and that head will pop off. It can be done two-handed, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's got to be worked in a little bit and loosen up. But either way, it's that easy. And you get a bunch of tools to fit into your everyday carry gear so easily that, for me, it's a no-brainer. For some people, the swapping of heads is going to be too much of a pain in the ass, and I get that. That's why I didn't jump on it sooner. But I saw it, I wanted to try it, now I love it. It does have a battery gauge. It takes the rigid 12 volt bats, 2 amp hour. I bought an extra one just to have, because it does, when you're using it constantly, it'll burn up these batteries. Especially with the jigsaw head. I got that kicking around somewhere, and the jigsaw head eats up batteries. Oscillating tool, not so much. Reciprocating saw, not so much. But it's, for me, it's nice to be able to have all these options in one little case. Next, we have accessories. I'm the accessory king, man. I don't go anywhere without drill bits. But stock up on those, guys. They're good to have around. Makita 1-inch insert bits, screwdriver bits. You can see I don't put them back. But on the 12 volt, or keeping in line with my 12 volt love affair, we have the DeWalt DCF 801 3-speed brushless impact driver with 2 amp hour battery. We have the DeWalt DCF 601 12 volt screwdriver. An irreplaceable tool in a maintenance guy's arsenal, in my opinion, man. I love screwdrivers. And last but certainly not least, the DeWalt DCD 701 drill driver 12 volt brushless. With clutch settings, just like the screwdriver, that goes up to, it's 15 and 1. Single speed. You get 1100 RPMs on this guy. Great for electrical installs, light duty fastening, etc. Same with the drill. 15 and 1 clutch settings, 2 speed. LED light at the bottom. The screwdriver has the ring as well as the impact. And we all know what these tools are capable of, guys. I don't really need to go too in depth, but I'm not saying go buy DeWalt's 12 volt brushless. And they're kind of slim as far as options for other tools. Hopefully they're coming out with more. I can't guarantee they are. But, I mean, these handle every job I give them. Plus more. And I'm not doing a ton of heavy duty drilling at all. You'll see what I use for that. But, you know, most of the time a 12 volt tool gets me through my day. And it should get you through your day if you're going into a similar trade. I recommend these ones. I like a slide pack style battery. I like that. Great ergonomics, great power to size ratio. There's nothing to dislike about these tools. Again, that's just me. Go buy your Milwaukees, your Metabos, your Bosches, your Hitachi HTPs, your Ingersoll Rands. There's a variety of 12 volt styled gear out there. Find what fits you and go for it, you know? Because these tools, they're light. They have great, excellent battery life. I can't praise the battery life enough on 12 volt tools, especially Bosch. Bosch has probably the best 12 volt tool battery life, hands down. But you can't go wrong with any of them. Like I just gave you the list. Find one that works for you and go for it. 12 volt tools are where it's at in my trade. 12 volt oscillator, 12 volt sawzall, 12 volt fastening and drilling tools. Next, as you can see in here, there's more accessories. There's extra batteries in that pocket. Sorry for my breathing, guys. I'm fighting another cold. I'm all stuffed up. There's more accessories in there. Bear with me. Oscillating tool blades, sawzall blades. Everything gets kept in its own case. Charger, Makita, impact socket set. That's new. I haven't really used that yet, but that's gonna be a pretty handy tool. Now, not everybody needs this. I barely use it. I've used it maybe 3 times in 2 months. But a 12 volt impact wrench, the Makita WT02, you know, they're good to have around. Maybe get an 18 volt one, maybe stick with 12 volt. I know Milwaukee's stubby impact wrench crew, or whatever you want to call them, is really a way better option than this. This has a brushed motor. It's older, or maybe not older, but it's not the best out there right now. I just keep it in my bag just in case. Same with 12 volt ratchet. Doesn't get a ton of use, but it has its place. And excuse me, when that time arrives, it's a really good tool to have. I keep that on me, again, just in case. This might, to you, defeat the purpose of me carrying a 12 volt reciprocating saw. I just got this, and I'm in love with it. The Dual Atomic DCS 369 compact reciprocating saw. I love it. It's perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. Not a single complaint. I think this is a great tool. It's so smooth. It's so quiet. The vibrations are minimal. It's perfect. Go get one. Go get 2. Now, for my heavier duty stuff, I do carry a hammer drill. I used to carry the M12 fuel hammer drill, as I was carrying a bunch of M12 tools but I swapped and switched over to these. There is a 12-volt brushless DeWalt hammer drill out now. That'll probably be my next purchase. I don't know. Hilti's got one. Hilti's got some excellent 12-volt tools. You'll see some of them in a couple of my previous videos. But as far as my everyday carry, this Hitachi, I got this kit. It came with one 3 amp hour battery, but the brushless impact and hammer drill for under $90, like 4 or 5 months ago at Lowe's, as they were clearancing out the Hitachi tools to make way for the Metabo HTP. And it was an absolute steal. I'm so glad I jumped on that, man. These tools have the best 18 to 20 to 24 volt tool ergonomics out there. And I've used pretty much every brand out there. And the ergonomics on these tools are just stellar. They just fit my hand. I don't want to get too involved in that because it's disgusting how good they feel in my hands. But it might not work for you. The impact too. This thing, I mean, they're also pretty compact. If you can see it. 18 volt, 12 volt. It's lightweight. I don't even think it weighs 2 pounds with a battery. And if it does, I'd be surprised. You can see the model number. I don't know how many impacts it has. I want to say it's close to 3,800 impacts per minute. It has the battery gauge on the tool. Compact 3 amp hour battery. The runtime on these batteries with these tools is pretty insane too. But these are the only Hitachi tools I currently own. The rest of my 18 volt stuff is Rigid or Ryobi. But I should have jumped on the recip saw and a circular saw when they were on special too, because I love these tools. With the hammer option, 22 plus 2, 24 clutch settings, low and high speed, focus, 1800 RPMs. I want to say it has 600 inch-pounds of torque, all metal chuck. It too has the battery gauge on the tool. And I don't know, I think they have this kit at Lowe's right now for like 99 bucks. And there's not a better deal out there right now as far as 18 volt gear, I think. You won't be let down. This thing has handled a lot of concrete drilling, a lot of subfloor drilling. It does all the heavy duty stuff eloquently. It's a great drill. It really is. And this too, I mean, this thing, when you have 12 volt tools coming in with the power they're coming in, it kind of renders impacts with lower speeds and lower IPMs, kind of renders them obsolete. Like, what's the point? But it still comes in around 1,500 inch-pounds, whereas this one's only 13 or 14 maybe. I know the M12 fuels at like 13. It still will drive, you know, some of my larger fasteners better than the 12 volt tools. I keep it around just in case. But yeah, that's my everyday carry as a maintenance guy. I also, out in my car, I carry the Bosch Freak with a Core 6.3 amp hour battery. The Freak is the impact with the hybrid chuck. Has the collet built into the square drive. That's a great tool too. Very versatile. I didn't bring it in, but I recommend the older Freak more so than the newer one. And that's just personal preference. But there you go, guys. That's my 12 volt, 18 volt everyday carry. Excuse me. As a maintenance tech, these do everything for me. And I'm sure they will for you. Invest in your 18 volt. Invest in your 20 volt. Do that. Find a brand. I can't even say that because I go everywhere with my tools. I have Ryobi, I have Rigid, I have Hitachi, Bosch, some DeWalt 18 volt. Yeah, Milwaukee over here somewhere. You know, I have a little bit of everything. So not necessarily, it's not about finding your brand. It's about finding the tools that work for you. And maybe even sharing that knowledge with the next guy. And that's what I'm trying to do. With this cold and all. I can't breathe, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I thought I'd kick this out to you before I was laid up in bed with pneumonia. Just kidding, but I hope maybe somewhere some of you find this helpful or just interesting. I know we like looking at tools. I like looking at tools. So there you go. It's my EDC. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's the tools I carry day in and day out with a bunch of new ones that, you know, are good enough to replace the old ones. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll be able to get some time and kick some more content out to you guys. I've been raging Instagram because it's easier, but I want to get back in YouTube land and share what I have to share. So stay tuned. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Much love and respect to you all. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.